Hello YouTube, friends and family. Welcome back to another ArmedCivy Ottoman Top review. I'm going to start calling those discussions because I'm starting to stray away from the whole review scenario. I don't really think I'm much of a reviewer. I'll keep doing reviews. There we go, reviews. But they're going to be pretty much just discussions from one bud to another. And we're going to be talking about the 4Sevens Quark Mini AA2. Took me a second there. There you go, if you can read that. This is pretty much an EDC light, and I use it quite a bit. This is how I categorize this. I will put this in my pocket when I go out and about and I'm wearing jeans, like my kind of, I don't know, out in the world get up, where I've got my full-size gun on me, I've got, you know, my gun belt, and I've got some support, and I don't mind a few extra ounces to tag along with me for my outing. So I'll take this along with me instead of that right there, already reviewed, or discussed, if you will. Might take me a little bit of time to stop saying review, because that's an easy term to say, and I guess I've heard it so many times, but I'm going to be doing discussions. Holla! God, I'm such a retard. Okay, so this is the AA2, and this is about 43 Dara from 4Sevens.com if you want to buy directly from them. I would suggest looking around, though. You can probably find it for a little bit less money, and I would always suggest doing that if you can. So let's do some specifications. First of all, this is 2 AA cells powering this beast, and you're going to get a little bit more runtime and output than you are in the 4Sevens Preon 2. And let's do a little size comparison about that there, huh? What do you say? This one's a little bit longer, a little bit thicker, a little bit heavier too. Big surprise, right? Man, I'm breaking some serious ground here with this. I will tell you that I will use the Preon Deuce probably more than this, because I spend more time in my home than I do out in the world. So I have this whenever I'm at the house. I'll put this on me, and then whenever I'm going out and about, I'll wear this. One thing to say though is I take this to work. I work long hours, and I have to keep as lightweight as possible, and so I'll take this along instead of my Mini. So here's some dimensions. 5 inches in length, diameter, whoa, sorry, man, I shouldn't yell, is 0.7 inches around, and weight is 1 ounce. Oh my god, so heavy, man, so heavy. Compared to the Preon 2, which is 0.8 ounces? Nah, I'm just kidding, it's really not that heavy. But I am running those rechargeable inner-loops in here, and that's going to add a little bit of weight. Alright, so keep that in mind, but the convenience of running rechargeable battery to me just outweighs the cons of a little bit extra weight. I'll go ahead and take that extra weight since I'm going to be prepared with a gun belt, etc., to handle this weight, plus all the other junk that I take with me on a regular basis. You will notice that this is a twisty UI, okay, and it is not clicky, tail capped. One cool thing about that is you can do your tail stand, and I do that from time to time whenever I'm like settling down into bed, and put this on my nightstand while I'm still kind of getting all the lights turned off, and I'll just illuminate the room with this sucker and then turn it off, put it down, and go to bed. And well, the same can be said for the Preon 2 with that flat tail cap, okay. But this does have a nice little pocket clip, and you can see it's kind of bolted in there, and a little bit of a sharp edge there on the corner right here, and I kind of noticed that a little bit from time to time. but it's not that bad. And I do kind of like the knurling on here, although it is not very aggressive. It's pretty tame, if you will, but it still gets the job done. I don't really need it, but it's on there, so I'll have it. Let's talk about outputs. Low output, let's just click them on while we go through these, is 3 lumens, and that will run for 3.5 days, or 3.4 days. Let me be very specific here. Let's get into medium, and that is 36 lumens, and that will run for 8.8 hours. And then high mode, look at that beauty, is 180 out the front lumens, baby. And that'll run for 1.7 hours. So you are getting some a little bit more output, a little bit more runtime from something like this than you do the Preon 2, but just a little bit more weight dimension-wise as well. So between the two, man, it'd be a toss-up. I'd probably still go with the Preon 2 just because I use it, I don't know, at home more than I do this one. But I guess if I didn't have the Preon 2, I'd probably use this one a little bit, or I'd use this one just as much. So it's a toss-up, honestly. It's just kind of your own personal preference, what you want to get out of it. If you want those extra little run time and a little bit extra lumens out the front, then maybe this one will be the one you'd like to choose. If not, I don't know. maybe you don't want to have any flashlights. I don't know what you want, bro. But I do like this flashlight. Now I have put quite a bit of use on it. I haven't had as many rave reviews from my friends and family with this one, just because I don't show it off as much. I don't know, it just kind of looks like more of a regular flashlight. It's just not as stunning and sleek as the Preon 2. This one just is a looker, and I think it's sexy. This one, although purposeful, is just, it's like a flashlight, you know? Like, oh yeah, it looks like a flashlight, dude. What's the big deal? Well, the outputs and the run times is the big deal, man. This thing will really kick some serious butt, especially when considering its size and weight. For any other AA or 2 AA powered flashlights out there nowadays, this thing is really top notch. You know, there's a few players out there that can run with it, but this thing is pretty amazing. I've really been happy with it. Now, I will say this, you need to know, I do like 4Sevens, so I'm kind of like a little fanboy about them. I know more about them than I do any other flashlight company, that's for sure. You know, just keep that in mind. You're talking to a guy who likes 4Sevens, so I'm going to sing their praises, if you will, alright? So just keep that in mind. But I'm still going to tell you, you know, the honest truth about this stuff. I'm not going to, like, fabricate some lie to make this thing look cooler than it is, because it's cool in its own right. You know, it doesn't need any fluff to make it cool. Alright, let's talk about strobe, and you access this just like any other 4Sevens light. Click through your regular settings twice, so that's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then on the 7th, there you go, and that'll be your strobe. Man, what a freak you could be with this little beast. You know, you can mess with some people. Yep. And they hate it when you point this in their eyes. But it's hilarious. Okay, so runtime on this is 3.3 hours. Then let's click into SOS, and that'll be 10 hours for your sauce. And how about beacon high? That's going to be 17 hours. And beacon low, peep this, yo, 88 hours. Oh, I didn't get into it. I don't have to. I'm not going to. But beacon low is 88 hours runtime. That's pretty cool. What else do I want to say about this flashlight? Well, it's an EDC light, that's for sure. Everyday carry, baby. And I pretty much run it that way. At least when I'm going out. Yeah, I got this sucker on me. Every once in a while I'll throw in that Preon, but for the most part, if I'm going out and I got pants on, and what I mean by that is jeans, not pantless, but if I got jeans on with my belt and stuff, then I'll be carrying this. I'll take that extra couple of or percentage of an ounce or whatever, you know. So yeah, I'll take this along with me. Packaging, you get standard 4Sevens packaging. No, I don't have it with me anymore. But you know, once you see one, you've seen them all, and I'll show one in the next review. then you can see it for, you know, for what it's worth. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I want to say about this. Wow, I don't know. You got to be careful when you're replacing those batteries. I don't know if you noticed when I was putting that on. That O-ring will catch in there, and I'll show you right now. This O-ring right here. Okay, that will catch there, and you will end up like pretty much tearing that up. So you got to be careful when you're just bringing that back together again. Just don't rush the process, okay? And you'll be fine. There are a few things about the beam pattern which kind of surprised me. There's just like some star pattern kind of things that come out of this one that you just don't get with the Preon 2, but I get it with this one. And when I first saw it, I was like, the heck is that, man? This is a 4Sevens light. They don't have stuff like that. And but yeah, apparently they do. And I think it's because this has a little bit lighter of an orange peel than the Preon, just by a little bit. I don't know if you can really tell too awful much, but it does have a little bit lighter orange peel, and I think that's where you'll get a little bit more throw with that, okay, but you're also getting a little bit of a star pattern. And I'll go ahead and shoot this up on my ceiling, and I'll let you have a little peek, skip-hoo, and see, you know, you can, I don't know if you'll be able to tell or not, if you can see those star patterns or not, but other than that, I'm really happy with the beam pattern on this. So, yeah. Happy with it. If you feel like spending, I don't know, $40 or something like that on a flashlight, if you're into flashlights, or if you're not into flashlights, you know, don't go out for a beer for a night or two and save some scratch. Get yourself a nice flashlight that will probably last you the rest of your life, if you take care of it, which I do. So yeah, I guess that's it. We'll call it a day. Y'all have a good day. Later.